just a couple bad weather fans representing New York, talking all things sports. Man, what could go wrong? We got Alex, who's a fan of the Knicks, and Mike of the Nets. The yin-yang of the tri-state, place your bets on the Yankees, Giants, Mets, or Jets. Yeah, you should listen if it's sparking your interest. If you made a vow to your team, don't break it. Bad weather fans is the relation.
That's right. This Bad Weather Fans, episode number 277. Not starting over. Alex is giving me shit for not starting the podcast. I'm like, you were the one that was looking at your phone. We're gonna keep starting. How you doing, Alex? And NBA
Bad Weather
schedule.
Fans representing New York. We're talking all things sport. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
You got Alex, who's a fan of the Knicks. Mike of the Nets. Nets. Think you could do that whole song without the beat in your head? Now, obviously, people like you could do the whole song.
Yes. Yeah.
Go.
We'll do it at the end. At the end of the show. Right now.
No, do it right now.
Bad Weather Fans representing New York, talking all things sports. Man, what can go wrong? We got Alex, who's a fan of the Knicks, Nike of the Nets, the yin yang of the tri-state, place your bets, or the Yankees, Giants, Mets, or Jets. Man, you should listen if it's sparking your interest. You can something vibe, no interest. Bad Weather Fans is the relation. See, I messed up that last line.
You gotta be. You did pretty good, but you messed up at the end. I don't think I know it.
Yeah. Well, I actually listened to our show. I don't know about you. Yeah.
Thank you, Spen Harris, who actually did a vocal of that a few weeks back. If you want to submit it, tweet us at Bad Weather Fan. Subscribe on YouTube. Alex, the NBA schedule came out.
It did.
For all the teams, Knicks and Nets. Exciting.
Very.
I don't know.
Got some dates. Got some
dates.
things.
It's not like
not the most. Yeah. Go ahead.
Football and baseball more exciting than basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's so few of them.
Football for obvious reasons. There's only 17 games and there's only so many weekends. Baseball, you can build trips around it where you want to go, different cities, because baseball and stadiums. Basketball, all right, here it is. No.
Well, baseball doesn't even do anything. They release it at the end of the previous season. You know,
they release it during the season.
Yeah. So like, here's next year's schedule. I'm like, is this real? Every year I'm like, are you kidding? You could have just waited to the end of the season at least and not like, dropped it then. Do something with it. Baseball's so terrible at marketing. Yeah. But anyway, at least they marketed, Aaron Judge becoming 7th all time in home runs a couple of years ago. That was great. But anyway, Mike, NBA schedule.
Yes.
If I had to ask you who the Knicks' most intriguing matchup this year, their biggest rival coming into this season, let's exclude the Celtics and the Pacers considering the injuries, and they're out of it.
It would be the Pacers if they were out.
But they're all injured and they're not the same team, so it's not going to be the same feel. Who is their biggest rival right now?
I know the answer to this, and I unfortunately, so I'll play along for you. It's the Pistons, but
yes. You saw my tweets today.
I think I would say based on that, they had a very good, competitive, hard-fought 6-game series, which had some
mutual respect. There was a lot of mutual respect and tension, the chance of flopper and things like that.
It was a good series. It was a good playoff series, good contested 6 games. All the games were really just good basketball games. Knicks, of course, came out on top. So I would go with the Pistons. But the NBA, 2 things. They have a rivalry week. For some reason, I can't ever say rivalry, when I'm talking on a podcast. Rivalry.
In regular life, I say it fine, but when I'm thinking about the word, I can't say it.
So stop thinking about it. Just say it.
So the rivalry week, it's Knicks versus Sixers. It's their special kind of thing the NBA is doing to try to generate interest, like the NBA Cup. So that's the Knicks' rival to them. And then they open the season against the Cavs at home and play Christmas Day. Open Christmas Day against the Cavs at home as well. No Pistons, which is very bizarre. I don't know if it's because the Pistons don't have the star power yet. Cade Cunningham is still coming up. Yeah. The Sixers still have Embiid and Paul George, and the Cavs have Donovan Mitchell and Garland. And
you answered your question.
You think so?
I know
that's the reason. Not just because the Cavs are the second best team, or the best team have the best odds at kind of the East. It's not just because of that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if the Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics. So let's say both of them. Okay, in the Celtics, I do believe if Jason Tatum doesn't get hurt, the Celtics evaluate their roster very differently this offseason. And no, I'm not positive of this, and I could be wrong, but I don't know if they necessarily trade Holiday and Porzingis, and they probably say, let's run it back. Let's try to win an NBA championship. But when Tatum went out, They were like, why are we going to go into the second apron? Why are we going to take on all this salary when we don't have a chance to win because we just lost our best player? So the Celtics then are out. The Pacers, with the Halliburton injury, changed the way they viewed Miles Turner, didn't bring him back. The Pacers take a step back. Because of that, the Knicks are left with no real competition, not to win the East, but to be in this like dynamic spot to have these openers. So by default, it's the Cavs who do have a star in Mitchell and have some legacy points from LeBron, where Cleveland is a little bit interesting, I believe. And I think it's just de facto where they're not going to put Cade Cunningham and the Pistons in a national spot. Knicks makes sense. They're one of the better teams is the New York market. Duh. I just think it was kind of by default in the Sixers. Say what you want about them, and I don't think they have any chance at all to come out of the East. Zero. Not happening. But Embiid versus the Knicks is like from a national perspective.
And Paul George still has some juice, and even though he stinks now, but
like
I get it. I get it.
They're just there's just so much more intrigue there from a national storyline, even though in my opinion, like give me the Pistons all day to be the better team in the East.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And the Celtics did add Anthony Simons too, right? They got him too.
I think he's in the holiday trade.
Yeah, he's pretty good, but
Yeah,
it's going to be an off year for the Celtics. They might make the play in or get the bottom of the first, the East, but they're not going to be the Celtics as they've been.
Yeah,
especially without him. I don't know. I just feel like the Knicks and Cavs can be a good rivalry. I think that the Knicks beating the Cavs in 5 in a fairly easy fashion a couple of years ago kind of diminished the hate from the Knicks to the Cavs. Like I don't think there's any like, oh my God, I hate the Cavs in Knicks land. You know what I mean? I don't want to speak for all Knicks fans, but I don't like for what? I mean, when they had LeBron, sure, I hated them because he was clowning them all the time. But other than that, like I don't see any hate there. It's not a long storied rivalry. It's not the Pacers. It's not even the Pistons from the 80s and 90s. It's not like the Bulls.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. The Heat, it's nothing there. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. It's weird to do that. Maybe they think LeBron's going back to Cleveland in like a month.
Yeah,
Can you imagine that? They like know he's going there.
I mean, you never know what could happen in the middle of the season. I think it's just by default. But it did get me thinking as you're talking about it, like just how disappointing it is where the Nets are, where their franchise is right now. Because if they're competitive and they're good in the city, I guarantee you that the Knicks and Nets have that game, that it becomes a thing. Because they had in the past. I mean, when it was KD, Kyrie, Harden, some formation of that, Nets and Knicks were always playing in those bigger spots. So it's just disappointing because the Nets aren't there, and they're not going to get that kind of attention. They have to prove that they need it, that they deserve it. They got to win games. And you just miss it. You miss some of that. I do wish. Now I know it wouldn't happen because the Knicks have the opening night, but I wish it would be kind of cool to have the Knicks and Nets open their season together. Would have been a lot of fun. Now, remember back when the Nets, as you said, make their 6-seed championship parade. That year, the Knicks and Nets opened at the Barclays Center. Nets won at the very end. There was a very good Karis LeVert drive to the basket.
I never remember that.
The Nets beat the Knicks on opening night at the Barclays.
It's a big moment for you. So you remember that. I don't remember that.
I do. Well, I remember that specifically for a couple of reasons.
One opener, the Knicks opener versus the Nets.
What was the Nets opener? It was at Barclays. They played the Knicks.
But it wasn't the Knicks opener.
I don't remember the Knicks schedule.
Yeah,
but
I feel like I would remember an opener.
It was the year the Nets made the playoffs. They overachieved. They made the playoffs. I remember it specifically too because my brother-in-law just had their first baby. So my wife and I had to drive. We were driving to Pittsburgh, but we didn't go the full way. We stopped halfway in like Harrisonburg. So I remember watching the Nets on my phone in the hotel room, watching this game. So I specifically remember it, and LeVert had a great basket going to the cup.
Tim Hardaway this was a terrible year for the Knicks. Yeah.
But go ahead. You bringing up the score?
Yeah, I brought it up. So
it was a close game. It was close.
It wasn't the Knicks opener. Then they opened in San Antonio the game before that, and then they went to Brooklyn. It was 113-109. The Celtics. The Nets won. They played the Celtics in Game 3. That's why I was looking.
Read that box score for fun.
The box score. What do you think the Nets starting 5 was?
That night,
Yeah.
D'Lo.
Wait, am I in the right? 2019, October 25th, 2019.
Yeah, D'Lo didn't start. Am I getting stuff mixed up now in my
Yeah,
brain?
man, you're in your brain. 2019. Who was the starting point guard for the Nets in 2019?
Wait, are you? No, this is before then. I'm
So
talking
you're looking at
earlier
the
than that.
so the 18-19 season then, not the
The year the
19-20
Nets
season.
made the playoffs as the sixth seed. That was no fuck.
So that wasn't 19 because I'm looking at 19. That was the so you're thinking 18 because 19 was the year they had Kyrie. That was the
It's
first year
before
with Kyrie.
Kyrie. It's before Kyrie.
Got it. Yeah, so this is that year, 2018 for the Knicks. They opened up against the Hawks at home. That was the Alonzo Trier game and Ben Harris's favorite player, Alonzo Trier, where he dunked it and everyone's like, "Who's this guy?" and blah blah blah. Then they went to Brooklyn in the second game, October 19th,
Yeah.
2018, and lost to the Nets 107-105.
Yeah, it was a close game.
That
Levert had the game winner.
Okay, so yeah, that was so the starting lineup for that game. What is it? What was it? Let me hear it.
So D'Lo was there, right? Now I'm
Yeah.
not crazy.
Yep. You're not crazy.
Jared Allen at the five.
Yep.
Did they start Damari Carroll at the three?
Nope.
They did not start Damari.
He wasn't
Okay.
even on the team.
Yes, he was.
Well, not yet, at least. He wasn't. It wasn't active for that game.
Okay. Okay. Did Levert start?
Levert started, so you got three.
D'Lo, Levert, Allen at the three. Now oh man, this is just crazy.
Well, it's a weird lineup because there's no like power forward, so like you would think of it. So
did they start Dinwiddie?
no, he was the sixth man that night, but he played more minutes than two of the starters.
Makes sense. Rodion Kurucs, I don't know if he got minutes yet.
17 minutes that night. No,
man, did they start Jared Dudley?
they did. That's four.
Wow.
One more.
So I've got the four, I've got the stretch four, I've got the five, I've got the two guards. Now I need the small four. Oh, Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Nope, wasn't on the team.
Yes, he was.
You calling Basketball Reference a liar?
All right, who was the final starter?
Joe Harris, man.
Oh, geez, they started Joe. What's the date of this game?
This game is October 19th, 2018. Do you want to guess the Knicks starters?
No. I know Tim
Knicks
Hardaway
starters
Jr.
The starters for that game. This is the season the Knicks were pretty terrible.
Yeah.
They started Frank Ntilikina, Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., Enes Kanter, aka Enes Freedom.
Enes.
And Lance Thomas, the captain.
Alan Crabb. Yeah, I wonder.
Crap. And Ed Davis, Nick Great. Ed Davis is on the Nets, and Knicks fans will get
Ed Davis wasn't a Knick.
Yeah, he was for 5 minutes. I'm telling you.
Was he really?
He
Ed
never
Davis
played
was a
for the
good player.
Knicks. He was traded in the middle of an offseason, and then like a week later, he was traded, and they got another second round. So they ended up like netting a second round pick because they took on Ed Davis. It was something like weird like that. So they got a second round pick.
Hey, if he was healthy in that Sixers series, he would have gone differently. Damn it.
He was a good rebounder. I like Ed Davis. He was a good player.
Jared Dudley, all-time net. I know you love him.
And he has me blocked on Twitter.
Good for him. I don't blame him. This when people showcase, they're like, "Oh, look who blocked me," and they're.
I'm not showcasing. I'm just laughing that he has me blocked. That's funny.
But it's like, wow, somebody blocked you. All you do is, annoy the hell out of them. Can you blame somebody? I just don't understand the pride. You're like, oh, look who blocked me. It's like, yeah, you're a dipshit to that person. Of course they blocked you. Wow. Like in real life,
yeah,
if you were nonstop annoying to a human being,
they'd blast you in the face. Yeah.
They would say, get out of my life.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them. I don't blame Jared Dudley.
I get it.
Good for you, Jared.
Yeah, I hear you. So getting back to the schedule, I think I have an idea for Christmas Day every year once the Nets get good and if the Knicks stay good. Every year on Christmas Day, 12 o'clock game should be Knicks and Nets. Rotate between the Garden and Barclays. I'll be fair. Even though Christmas, you think New York City, you think Manhattan, you don't think Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is New York City.
I know, but you think Manhattan, you think the city, you don't think Brooklyn. But you switch off every year, home and home, Christmas Day, Knicks, Nets, if they're both good. I think that should be a tradition. This way, Knicks and Nets never have to go on the road, and they're always on TV at 12 o'clock. They can spend time with their family in the afternoon.
You're thinking of their families.
I'm thinking of their families. And it's the first game before the football comes on and ruins Christmas for basketball. Everybody turns it off because everybody watches the 12 o'clock game for at least, 3 quarters until the NBA game comes on, so and the NFL game comes on. but it is what it is.
But I like your idea. I think that's a
Yeah,
great idea. I think even if the Nets suck, they should do it. Or when the
right.
Knicks eventually suck in a couple years because
Let's
they get
just do
old.
it. Should just be the thing, Knicks
I
next.
stuck that one through you.
I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you also can't blame people for watching the NFL. Also, the
No.
NBA came second to it. Oh, no, no. What am I saying? I'm wrong. The NBA's been there forever. The NFL joined late, but unfortunately, what are you gonna
Well,
do?
yeah,
I
and
don't watch. I don't watch those basketball games unless it's my team. I'm watching
yeah,
the NFL. I'm sorry. Like I'm not going to watch Mavericks. I don't know what it is, but
yeah.
let's
No,
say it's
a 3, 4 o'clock
Spurs,
game. I'm not watching fucking Nuggets and Mavericks.
Spurs Rockets. I'll make it up.
Yeah,
But at the same time, like what's if it's like we'll use Houston, so we'll use the Texans playing the Lions again, making up teams. But in what planet are you watching that NBA game over the NFL?
yeah. No, right.
I
That's
mean,
so
you're just
funny.
not.
No, you're absolutely not. So Christmas Day, you got Knicks, Cavs, you have Spurs, Thunder,
That's close.
Mavericks, Warriors, Rockets, Lakers, and then 10:30 game Timberwolves, Nuggets. Nobody's watching those games over. Let's see, NFL Christmas Day.
Wow, it's going to be amazing. It's
Let's
just
see.
so good having football on. I don't care
It
what.
is. It's kind of messed up, but it is. It is. I agree. Come on, why didn't it give me the schedule? What the
I,
fuck?
I know it's messed up, but
But hold
you're
on,
not winning that battle.
history. Where am I at?
Like the Nets are my number one, and the NBA is my number one in a
So
lot
you
of ways.
got
But I'm not, football.
Cowboys and Commanders. You have Lions and Vikings, and then Broncos and Chiefs.
All right, those are pretty good games.
Yeah, and you're gonna watch like I'm gonna watch Timberwolves, whatever the fuck is on. I don't
Yeah,
even know. No, Spurs Thunder. You're gonna watch that or
you know,
Mavericks Warriors at 5 o'clock. No, I get it,
Giants are
but
getting. I think the Giants are starting to get a little love nationally.
yeah,
Have you
yeah,
noticed that?
yeah. The Jackson Dart and then Abdul Carter looks like a beast, or they say he looks like a beast. I haven't seen him, but
Yeah. I, I yeah, I start to fantasize in my head because it's been so long since the Giants have been good.
yeah,
But
man.
you just start seeing like, all right, they got a defensive front that's sick. They have a quarterback that's better than Daniel Jones.
That has a pulse. That's
That
a
has a pulse.
professional
I'm not
quarterback.
saying Russell Wilson isn't great, but you
It's a
trust him
solid
more.
average. Solid average. Yeah.
Yeah, you just start thinking to yourself. And in football's funny. Like the Commanders last year, nobody
Mhm.
said they would be good. They go to the NFC Championship where they got their ass kicked versus the Eagles, but they made it all that way. So you just start to dream a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. With the Jets also with the new coach, you're excited. You got a guy who's saying all the right things at the right times. You got a running back, committee that's insane. Braylon Allen looks like a star in the making.
Yeah,
That may
good
be
running backs.
pushing, he may be pushing Brees Hall out of town. You know what I mean? If you could trade Brees Hall for like Micah Parsons,
But
I would do that in a second. I mean, I don't think that's possible.
what would the Cowboys do?
I don't know. They don't want because he doesn't want to play there anymore.
Yeah, but you can't trade him for a running. I mean, come on, stop.
No, no, not for running, but running back plus, whatever picks and stuff. I'm just throwing things
Well,
out there.
by the way, do you remember when the Jets and Giants played each other a couple of years ago? It was the
Mhm.
game where Tommy DeVito made his debut, and they
Yeah.
were scared to throw the football. Like
Mhm.
it was 6-3. It was something crazy,
Terrible. Yeah.
terrible football game. And Brees Hall had a nice play, and you said Brees Hall is the best running back in New York, and it's not even close. Now he is right now,
Well, he is. Yeah.
but
No, he is.
that's because Saquon left. But also, can you admit now
Yes,
on
that was
Bad
wrong.
Weather fans that you were incorrect that Brees Hall at this moment is a better running back than Saquon Barkley?
I should have. Yes, I was wrong, but I should have phrased it in a way that Brees Hall is playing the best as the best running back in New York
Yeah,
at this
but
time. So
that you wouldn't
no,
have
I
done
was wrong.
that.
Well, that's also Saquon Barkley had like 5 yards against the Jets one year. I don't think it was that game. I think it was the one before that they played when Jamal Adams took the ball out of Daniel
Yeah.
Jones's hands, ran to the end zone. I remember that game. I was coming back from a vacation. I think it was we were in Sugar Beach, my wife and I in St. Lucia, and we book our flights. It's on a Sunday, and I know it's a risk, but it was like we were doing it, and um I realized the game was on while we were on the plane, and I had JetBlue. So I'm like, all right, well, that's fine. I can watch the game on the plane. It's like
Right.
literally in the middle of the game. I'll see the meat and potatoes of the game. Hopefully, it'll be the end of it and whatever. I get on the plane, and the TVs aren't working, and I am fucking pissed.
I can.
I was
I know you well enough now where I can actually visualize you on that airplane.
I was
I could see
so
you on that
mad. And I couldn't, and there like I couldn't get any. It was like I before the times where you can like stream football on your phone
right,
like easily
right.
with that Wi-Fi and stuff, where I would be fine.
Yeah.
I was so mad, and for some reason NFL network was working, but like network shows weren't working. Like they so.
Okay, that's something.
But it was just like the highlight shows over and over. So I had to try to catch when it would work and then it wouldn't work. It would work and it wouldn't work. I tried to catch the Jets highlights just to get the fucking just to know what's going on and what the score is. Oh man, I was angry. That was an all timer.
I remember you went to somebody's wedding in Miami, not this year, but the year before.
Miami?
And it was or in Florida. You went to a wedding in Florida.
I
And
did?
the Knicks were playing. Yeah, you did. You definitely did. And the Knicks
Wedding
were
in
playing the
Florida.
Pacers.
Where
You
did we go to
couldn't
a
watch
wedding
the
in
game.
Florida? Sorry, my wife just walked down at the perfect time. Did we go to a wedding in Florida
You went
recently?
alone.
Oh, I went alone. Oh,
I know
I
you
went
better than you.
alone. Yes, yes, you know better than me. Exactly. Mike's wedding I went to.
No,
Yeah, no, my wife's
it
like,
was
whose wedding?
you
Yeah.
went to a wedding. I don't know who it was. It was a friend of yours.
Yes,
If
my
that
friend
helps.
Mike Grossman. Shout out
Jeez,
to
Mike
Mike.
Grossman, if you're listening to this, cut his balls off and shove them up his throat. You went to the wedding,
It was a playoff game.
and it
Yes.
was Knicks Pacers. It was game
Yes.
4, I want
Yeah.
to say.
I don't remember what game it was.
I have a sick memory with
You do
things,
with that stuff.
with that stuff. But you couldn't watch because you were the whatever. It just didn't work out because you were at the wedding, etc.
Yeah.
Is there a time in your life where you remember missing a game because you had something going on and you had that dread of like, I can't watch this because I'm at this event moment?
Yes.
So you just gave me 2 examples, but is there one that's the all-time worst?
The all-time worst in my life where I was at my friend's wedding, my friend Paul. I don't even talk to him anymore, which makes this story even worse.
So of course you remember the friend you don't talk to. You hear that,
Well,
Mike? Gets even worse.
sorry, as my wife grabs ice next to me. But you couldn't hear anything? Okay, well then I just ruined it for no reason. Sorry, Hannah. Anyway, so friend's wedding, Paul. I think it was either 2009 or 2010. I don't remember which year it was. Jets Colts in the playoffs. I'm a groomsman in the wedding, and he has a wedding on a Saturday night in January. Like, who the hell gets married in January, first of all? And
beautiful time of year around here.
Yeah, sure. And it's a Saturday night, and of course, when the Jets win their first round matchup, and then they're like, "Oh, we're going to Indy," it's like, "Oh, there's no way this is not going to be the primetime game." Like, you know what I mean? The Saturday night game. I was like, "No," and of course, it's right in the middle of it. So now, of course, this is before you can stream games on your phone. I probably wouldn't watch it on my phone. I'm at a wedding. Like when my buddy Mike's wedding, I wasn't watching. We were watching most of the game and we were getting ready and doing whatever and checking on the scores. And then once I saw it was a blowout, I just didn't even try. I just got drunk. But so we're getting like Nick Folk, who's the Jets kicker again, which is crazy. It was lining up for a kick, and we're all watching our ESPN apps, like with the score thing. What do you call it? The game play,
Score bug,
whatever it's called, where it's like you see the play by play.
Yeah, the play by play.
And we all said Nick Folk's lining up for the kick. He's lining up for it. Yeah. Like we're all sitting there like who has the fastest service, and my friend Ben goes, he made it. We're like, oh, he made it. And like I went nuts and I ran out of the wedding cheering and doing the flyboy thing with my arms out, like that, running through the fucking wedding. Like there's probably video of me somewhere, just like, and everybody's like looking at me like, yeah, like whatever. It was like
that's good.
And then I just had the best night. So that was but
partying.
I was. And then I got back. The girl, Hannah left, but I dated girls before her. The girl I went to the wedding with her, I slept at her house, and I just watched the highlights 1,000 times. Like I just kept watching it, watching it. That it felt like I watched the game, but I was so mad. And my friend Paul, who I don't talk to anymore, he's a football fan too, so he got it. He was like apologizing to me. He's like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry I'm getting married during a Jets playoff game, whatever.
You've never won a championship in your life?
No.
I have seen 3.
The Mets I was 2 years old when I was in 1986.
Yeah, I was 3. I'm not including that. But I have seen 3 in my adult life.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say this because I feel like it'll reverse jinx it and then you're going to get your moment. But if it's the Jets, it's fine. But when your team wins, what you do is you just watch it over and over and over again. And you just the euphoria of
Right.
seeing. Can you name the 3 titles I have seen in my life?
Syracuse
Yes,
and the 2 Giants.
you can.
What about 91? Do you count that for the Giants? 91? The Norwood
Mm,
miss of the field
so I
goal?
do remember that a little bit. That's actually one of my first sports memories.
Right.
My dad and I would go into our attic, the
Uh-huh.
old house, and we had this yo-yo that we would hold, and it was like our superstitious yo-yo.
Oh,
And
nice.
I remember that's like one of my first memories of my life.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's
Was
cool.
holding that, and then having that memory. I do have that.
So your dad let you
But
stay
I
up
was,
late and watch?
I guess, yeah. But I mean, so I would have been 8 years old. But that's not like, not really.
Yeah,
The
doesn't
Giants
really
won
count.
in 86 too. Yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't count.
not really.
91, I would count if I was you. Well, if
A
you didn't
little
see the other
more.
2 Giant ones, I would
Then
count
I'd
it.
probably count it. But yeah, I mean, the first Eli one
That was Euphoria. Yeah, that
is
was
some of the best. I
like a
mean,
New York
that's
Super Bowl in a way because Jets were completely rooting for the Giants. Jets fans were the undefeated
it was
Patriots.
amazing. I mean,
That
that's
was
like
a New York Super Bowl.
one of the best sports games in the
Ever.
history of
Ever.
our
Yeah.
lifetime. History of sports. I mean, that's
History of
up
sports. Yeah, and that's not hyperbole like some people say. Like
just
just
the
the
setup of Patriots are undefeated. I'm giving
Yeah.
myself goosebumps. The Patriots are undefeated. The comeback that happens, how it all goes down. The
week
Tyreek
17,
catch,
the week
Tyreek
17
catch.
also. Yeah, lead up. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all time.
By the way, to bring it back to basketball,
All-time.
week 17 of that season, the Giants almost beat the Patriots, but they pulled the starters because they
It's
were
not the same. It's not.
And then the Knicks and Celtics last season, they went toe to toe with the Celtics in the 4th game, where the first 3 there was unplayable. And I remember guys like you and Evan Roberts were mocking all the Knicks fans who were going around saying that, this showed the Knicks can hang with the Celtics. This is a good game. They lost. It sucks they lost, but it doesn't matter. We're kind of stuck where we are in the standings, but it showed that we can go toe to toe with them. You guys all mocked us, and what happened in the playoffs?
Jason
the Knicks
Tatum
won in
got
6. Yeah, Jason Tatum got hurt when they were down 3-1, and the series was over. Jason Tatum was playing in games 1 and 2 when the Knicks beat the Celtics in Boston, the unbeatable Celtics in Boston on the road.
See, I think then you're really minimizing the Knicks a lot because the basketball is different where a team could go 3-1 in the regular season. Football's a different beast. It's just not comparable.
No, it's different. It's a one thing. Like, if it was football, the Knicks would have won it in the first game of the series. You know what I mean? It would have been that moment, which was crazy.
Right.
The first laundry room moment that I had when I went down to the laundry room and went nuts.
Yeah.
Those 2 games, I didn't know what to do with myself. Like, obviously, the Pistons game winner, people saw it. My wife posted it. Oh, my video recorded me like jumping around after Brunson hit the shot. But then, like, after game 1, I was like by myself and I just didn't know what I was like. Ah! Like, and I couldn't yell, and I just like had to go down to the laundry room. It was all natural.
Yeah,
that was one of those moments that I could watch over and over.
No, I get it. No, I
Mikal Bridges.
These things.
Yep, 2 Mikal Bridges plays. Man, the first one was all Mikal pulling out of Jaylen Brown's hands. Game two though, Mitchell Robinson forced Jason Tatum outside, and then Mikal Bridges made the play.
Don't sit here like you're this big Mikal Bridges fan now because you're like, oh, what a great play.
That's my guy.
Celtics. Oh God.
No, Mitchell Robinson's my guy. You know that. That's my guy. I got his jersey. That's my guy. Yeah. It takes a while for me to get a Knicks jersey. I haven't got a new Knicks jersey, and I don't even know how long.
Screw Mikal Bridges. I really liked that.
And he got paid. Good for Mikal Bridges. Got paid.
I like that Michael Porter Jr. is at least like excited to be a net.
Yeah.
Like he's embracing it. I don't know why that was so difficult.
Yeah. I don't know. But
just because
Mikal Bridges is a little smarter than Michael Porter Jr. I'll say that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mikal just saw his friends over across the river, whatever, and not across the river, but just got jealous, got FOMO. But that's what followers do. What can I tell you?
Do you think if Michael Porter's brother wasn't kicked out of the league for gambling and he was on the Knicks, that he'd want to go to the Knicks too, Michael Porter Jr.?
I don't think.
If Jonte Porter?
No.
How about Michael Porter Jr. getting on that podcast or whatever show he's on? I don't even know. Saying that he understands why players get caught gambling because if you take the under and you have all your homies at home, he said, or your people, whatever he said, slang term, that you just hit the under and everybody bets big on it and they win 10 grand. It doesn't have to come out of your pocket or whatever, whatever he said. I'm just like, bro, are you a moron? Like your brother got arrested for doing, or not arrested, got kicked out of the league for doing this. It's your brother, and you're admitting that that's something that people could do.
I feel more bad for his brother than the league.
Right. Yeah.
He's saying
No, but for Michael Porter
obvious.
Jr., well, yeah, that's a separate conversation. But for Michael Porter Jr. to say something like that, how stupid can you be?
Just not thinking.
Yeah.
Just
Like
not
you're not at
thinking of
home
the
with your
road.
homies, bro. Like you're like you're on a
Does
live
make you
mic.
think. Does make you think though. That stuff happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and we saw with Malik Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has to happen. How does it
Yeah.
not? It has to happen. It
Well, look
just
at James
has
Harden
to.
when he's walking after a ball that's rolling down the court. Like, what the fuck are you thinking about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
I don't get
that
that.
would see that's
That
scary.
like that. I still don't
But this is
understand that.
well.
I don't
That's why.
understand that moment. Like, I'll never understand it.
Well,
Like, why
that's
didn't you pick up the ball?
that's scary if you're making 50, 60 million dollars. It's like should those bets, but
Right.
again, at the same time, if I'm not saying James Harden does or doesn't, if you have an addiction to gambling and there's problems, doesn't matter what you make in a year, that money could be gone. I mean, it really could. Like,
Yeah, your bets are not the $300 or $50 that a regular person makes. They're
It's a
$20
different
million
world.
dollars. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that kind of money, people are going to see coming. Like you can't. I don't know. And people can't say that this wasn't happening before gambling became legal because it was. Like it was just more hush hush under the table. It couldn't be
just
tracked.
I think
You
it's
know what I
just
mean?
I think it's just easier now to process all of it.
Right.
It's just
Right.
easier to do it. I mean,
Get
it's
somebody
easier
to do
go
it for
about
you, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Be a
But
fall
whatever
guy, pay
happened
for
to
your
the
lawyer.
What happened to the Otani thing?
It was the interpreter's fault, of course. You
Like
know,
that went away. Remember that was like
but
the
if he was
biggest
at the
story.
level of a Jonte Porter in baseball, he would have been kicked out of baseball. But
Yeah,
it's
but that's life, man. I mean, I hate to say it. Mets
yeah,
up
it is.
three.
It
Mets
is.
down. Damn it. Mets
They
down
suck.
4-3 to the Braves.
Mets suck.
And they do suck.
I don't understand what the hell happened. They're becoming unwatchable. I got football coming up. I got Knicks stuff coming soon. I'm about to just check out of the Mets because
Well,
I need
they're going to be
my
like
wife
tied for the
to
wild
not
card.
give me shit. I need my wife to not give me shit when the Jets come back because like I really want to watch them and I don't know about. I mean, I'm going to watch them regardless. I want to watch them without having any guilt. Like you know
I'm
what I'm saying? Like
excited
it's
for
about that.
football. I'm
Me too.
excited for football. I'm looking
We
forward
both have
to
a
it.
pulse. Jets and Giants have a pulse, man. It's exciting.
Who has a better year?
I don't know, man.
I hate this. I
don't know,
hate
man.
the Giant narrative of, well, if their schedule was easier because
Is it a Giant narrative or is it a Giants narrative? It's a Giant narrative for the Giants.
It's a giant. It's a narrative from the media of, well, the schedule is too difficult. The schedule that's in front of them will always
God.
change. Every year, the schedule you think is difficult is not, or things change. Teams are never as good on paper. I know the Chiefs are on the schedule. Okay, the Chiefs will be good. But things always change. Obviously, the Eagles are on it twice. But things change. Things are
But the
erratic.
Eagles could have a week where Jalen Hurts is injured, Saquon's out for a week, and they become an easier opponent. That's why the NFL schedule in general, it's fun to look at. It's fun to plan out your schedule, plan out your trips, plan out games you want to go to, where you're going to watch them, what bar, what friends you're going to hang out with, who's a fan of what team, things like that. That's exciting. But to think like after the first 4 weeks, you don't know who you're playing.
No,
Like, you know what I mean?
definitely don't.
First 4 or 5 weeks of the season, you can kind of get like, all right, this guy's healthy.
Right.
This is it, whatever. But by the middle of the year, everybody's banged up. Everybody's nicked up.
Yes.
You might have, Joe Burrow missing a week or two with a concussion, something like minor injury. And that game against the Bengals looked like this.
Yes.
I'm not saying the Giants are playing the Bengals. I'm just giving them as an example, the first team that popped in my head. But that team that you thought was going to be this mega team that would be really hard, you're going to Cincinnati is just like whatever. And look at last year.
Yeah.
The Bengals are this, this team that like they're going to go to the Super Bowl, et cetera, and they open up with the Patriots at home. It's supposed to be like a homecoming game, and they lose.
Yeah.
So and ended a lot of knockout pools really quick.
Well, last year the Giants started their season against the Vikings. I missed that game. I was with you.
Where were we?
I'll let you think about that. So, but then
You were with me.
I was with you for Giants opener versus the Vikings.
You were with me.
100% with you. Then the next week, they play Washington. You do not remember anything.
Not with you. You're not very important, Mike. I gotta tell you. No,
And the other, and your other,
my other friend, Mike
Grossman.
Yeah.
You don't like Mike's. Then the second week, they played Washington. Here's what I'm trying to say: they lost 21-18. Everybody's like, "You lost to Washington 21-18 by 3 points." Okay, now if I told you lost to the team that went to the NFC Championship 21-18 on the road, you'd be like, "Oh, that was a competitive game." That's what I'm trying to say is anything can happen.
Yeah. So what were we doing last year?
I'm not telling you. You got to figure.
Was that when you
on
came
your
over
own.
my house? I don't.
I went to your house before you got married. Oh, no. You're talking about your
My new
apartment in
house.
New York.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
was in New I went to your,
Oh, in the city?
I don't know if
Oh,
I'd call it like a bachelor party, but we hung out, you and your
oh,
other friend, who you probably don't remember his name.
Danny. Yes.
Okay, too. We went out, we just went to like
It's a random bar.
we just hung out at
Yeah.
your house. Then we
We
had
went to my apartment and we were hanging, watching the Jets, I think. Oh, you didn't watch the Giants because I was watching the Jets. And then we went out to a bar.
some random spot.
I think we went out to a bar and I thought there was going to be a TV out in the back and there wasn't one or something and you weren't able to watch it. Something like that.
I don't remember those details, but yeah.
Oh, so hey, look who doesn't remember things. You know what I mean? I remember
had
the
a lot
bar.
I had a lot of blue moons. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember the bar. It was
And your friend went on the Peloton.
he went on the Peloton drinking a
Drunk.
beer. Just yeah.
A little odd.
It was fun. It was for a
was
picture.
fun.
He didn't like work out. It was just
I'm
like
kidding. No, he did a 30-minute workout.
yeah.
He
Didn't you say
PR'd.
Jess, your wife, was on the Peloton at that point? She's like, "Why is Alex on the Peloton? I know Mike is
Oh.
at his apartment."
I don't remember. Did that have maybe?
Yes, that did. She'll tell
That's
you.
funny.
I know she listens.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
She was probably like, "What do you do at these
Like,
parties? Shouldn't she be like watching football and drinking beer and eating wings? The fuck is happening? You guys doing Peloton races?
we're trying to be healthy. We had
Yeah,
avocado
right.
toast and we went on the bike. That's what we
You'll
did.
have to figure out what that day was, but
No,
it's all
I
good.
really. Yeah, whatever.
Well, all right, bad weather fans.
Why can't you
good?
tell me?
No, because it's just fun.
Okay.
I love this power
Yes,
because you
got
have
a lot of
with
power.
all the Knicks winning. This will be
Yes.
my own. It's not that exciting. You just
No, it's
it'll
probably
click-
not.
it'll-
I
it'll
want to look
click
at my
on-
calendar now at last
Don't
year.
look at
and
your
see what it
calendar.
is.
Don't cheat. All
I'm
right, this has been
cheating.
Bad Weather Fans, episode 277. YouTube, subscribe, check us out. And as we get ready for basketball season, we're kind of like in the hump, kind of going over the hump in the summer as we get closer. And as football gets closer and as the Mets fall apart. This has been Bad Weather
Yeah, I
Fans,
have no
episode
idea.
277. All right, Alex, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.